Okay, so Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Muhammad Shahnawaz Adil. I am the Assistant Professor of Strategic Management and Leadership at Iqra University, Karachi. Today we are going to talk about the fundamental and introductory course of leadership, which includes a number of different chapters. So at the moment we are going to start with the first chapter, that is nature and importance of leadership. In this chapter we are going to cover different topics, but first of all let me start with the main core concept of leadership. In fact, when we talk about the word leadership, we can define leadership as the ability to inspire confidence and support among the people who are needed to achieve the organizational goal. These are very fundamental and rudimentary type of you can say explanation or the definition. But when we talk about in a greater detail and you perform different kind of research in terms of the definition or the conceptualization of the word leadership, we come across that there are over 123 million entries of the definition. Okay, let me talk about, let me discuss or let me frame out some different, you can say, other representative basic definition of the word leaderships. For example, leadership is a kind of process in which an individual influences a group of individuals to achieve a common goal. According to the first very important fundamental definition of a leadership is that it involves a series of different procedures and processes through which a senior official at the top, they would like to provide different vision to a number of followers as subordinates in the department, and as a result they are going to work in a team fashion, in a collaborative fashion, so that they are going to achieve a certain specific goal under the guidance of that particular leader. Moreover, leadership is a kind of influential increment over and above mechanical compliance with the direction and others and different orders. It's an act that causes others to act or respond in a shared direction. As he talked about that at the top, the specific vision is set out by the top management of the leadership of this institution, and they are going to direct these kind of vision and mission of different organization, and then they are going to translate it, and they are going to be translated down the hierarchy, and collectively different teams are grouped together and they are going to perform certain objective towards a specific direction, that is the vision of the institution or organization. Of course, for this entire process, a specific effort is involved in order to control and power over others. Over here, first of all, in today's session, we are talking about the word power. So let me describe the difference between power and authority for the first time. When we talk about the word power, it means ability to influence. But in contrast, when we talk about the word, you can say authority, it means the person has got right to influence the decision of somebody. So what is the difference between power and authority? Power is the ability to influence the decisions of others, and in contrast, when we talk about the word authority, it means you have got the right to influence the ability of making decisions of somebody else. Similarly, if you proceed further, who are different positions in the organization who have got this power? For example, CEO, that is Chief Executive Officer of an organization, similarly Chief Technology Officer, similarly Chief Information Officer, Chief Operating Officer. For example, if you are working in a manufacturing organization, manufacturing facility, and we have different manufacturing department, different functions, whether we are working in assembly side or whether we are working on the manufacturing side, that is production side, but there will be somebody at the top, they are responsible to make different decisions at a strategic level for the smooth functioning of the manufacturing operations. Okay, let's talk about a new, you can say, emerging concept of leadership in the discipline of leadership, that is emergent leaders. So what do we mean by the word emergent leaders? It's very, very important to understand. Nowadays, especially in pandemic era, or especially in the 21st century, followed by pandemic era, emerging leaders are group members who significantly influence other group members even though they have not been assigned formal authority. What do you mean by that? You therefore can exert some leadership by being an influential co-worker. So the main idea arises over here. For example, there are 5 or 6 different team members. One individual may have the inbuilt capability of leadership in order to improve the skills of their leadership to others, in order to influence the capability of others so that they could collectively enhance their capability in order to achieve their assigned load before or on their stipulated time.